parlays exactly to what, right into what we're doing. Normally I teach this in intermediate students, but this is, you guys will do fine with this. So everything's the same. I'm here, I'm moving my elbow around, and I'm starting to attack. And I'm going through the whole series, Americana, straight arm bar, and he goes down here. And I'm trapping, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the arm bar. I'm gonna block his face so he can't look, he can't turn away. He's gotta face me. As I control his shoulder, move my knee up, sit him up. Now, instead of stepping all the way here, I'm just gonna put my knee down over his head, okay? Put my knee down over his head. This arm, my free arm, is gonna circle through underneath before I pull this arm out. I need this arm out. So I'm not gonna pull this out and then try to put this one in there. I'm gonna put this one first so I have control, pull this one out, find his wrist with my hand. Now the hand that I put through finds my wrist, just like the Americana, okay? Now what he's gonna do is he's gonna fight to get this hand in there. Like he's gonna have his hand, he's gonna try to get his hands together so I can't finish this. What I'm gonna do is whenever I break, or even especially in the gi, if he's holding his belt with this arm, that's his defense. I can't just rip him up and try to get this away. Instead, I'm gonna break his grip this way, boom, and now I'm gonna come behind his back. And I'm pushing his wrist behind his back as my forearm is pulling his shoulder forward. So I'm rotating all of this at the same time. Behind his back, tap, okay? So everything's the same as the arm bar. I'm here, drop the knee, feed through, pull out, wrist, wrist, he defends. So I'm gonna break this way first, then towards his back and finish, okay? So let's partner up. We have our bar. So now, when I lift him up and I step over the head here, again, he's gonna fight to get his hands together if we really want. So, especially in gi, I might not be able to break this grip, even though I'm trying technically to do the right thing. So if I can't, instead, all I'm gonna do is fall to my side. I want my top leg to get under his chin. I'm still not letting go of this grip here. My top leg gets under his chin here. I put my top foot behind my ankle, and I'm just extending my legs out. Okay, that's it. So again, I'm here. His hands are together, especially gi. I can't break it, can't get the grip. If his hands are committed down here, then I'm gonna choke him. Boom, boom, and just boom. You feel the pressure in your head immediately.
Right, Travis?
Yeah. So that's option 2, right? Again, we talked about this on Monday a little bit. But if you're trying too hard to do one technique, it's probably because better techniques available. It wasn't until a year ago that I really saw the kind of the cool value in this last piece. So I'm here, his hands are together. I come for the leg scissor, but he gets his bottom hand under my knee, right there to defend. So I can't get this together. So instead, I still have this Kimura grip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my legs, I'm gonna turn my hips and my face towards the mat, here. And I'm coming back to the Kimura. So now that I'm turning my body over, I have a lot of leverage on this wrist to drive it to the mat. And now I'm sitting up and finishing the Kimura again. Does that make sense? So then you don't need a game built on or predicated on strength, right? You can always find the easiest move and the most appropriate move based on what this guy's doing. So what did I want to show? So this Kimura, right? A lot of the stuff we do is applicable in other spots. So just an example, if he's in my closed guard, if he's in my closed guard and I get his hand to the mat here, same thing. I can sit up, weave through, boom, here, and like I hip out, we'll be learning this, and I can finish in the back. These are the same moves we can finish from different positions. So try to remember that, you know. We'll cover this closed guard, I think we'll start in like 3 weeks. We gotta do mount for 2, maybe 3 weeks, and then we'll start the closed guard again. So we'll look at stuff like this. That's one, this Kimura grip. The reason why, I mean back now. I never let go of this grip. If I ever get this grip, it doesn't matter what happens. He can completely escape out from underneath me. Go ahead and run out. It doesn't matter. I have this grip. He can get up. Go ahead and, it doesn't matter. I can follow him everywhere as long as I have this grip and still finish. I never let go of this grip. Ever, ever, ever. Because it's powerful. He can go anywhere. He can run around. I can follow him. Doesn't matter. Keep it. You start rolling with it. Taking his back, looking to finish. It doesn't matter. I never let go. Okay, so it's a very strong grip, whether in the gym or outside of the gym. If you can get that on somebody there, you're dictating what's going to happen with that grip. Okay. All right. So let's let's just switch partners now. Let's just go through, switch partners for a few minutes, and I'll switch you guys again so you have different body types, and let's just go through these three. So if I circle around here, and I'm going for everything, and I sit him up in his arms between my legs, and I feel his arm is between my legs, I flatten him back out and lock this up immediately. This is the most dominant. It's a reverse triangle. It's hard to finish, so don't worry about finishing the triangle. To finish the triangle, I actually need to take my head on this side of his hips. Here, it's a weird deal to try to finish and get this tight enough. But instead, what it does is he's done. This arm is just completely isolated, and there's nothing he can do. So I can take my time out here trying to finish this arm. Boom, that's usually what I get right here. So anytime, look, even here in side control, if I feel, you know how, go ahead and keep your frame in like this. You know, I'm trying to get underneath and I can't, and it's hard, and he's keeping that elbow in. As long as my knee's in, I'll step over his head, and boom, all you do is slide your leg, it'll get under his head. Even if I can't lock it up, doesn't matter. Try to, but if you can't, this arm's just right here waiting to get attacked, and there's nothing he can do now. Even here, if I catch his wrist in my forearm, I can look to finish an arm bar here, or I can just come here. So, just another little thing. The arm is trapped between your legs and you feel it, just close your guard around their head.
I wonder if that happens more with different body sizes, because with me and Tasha, it was happening almost every time.
Yeah, every time I got with her, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I ended up like this,
Yeah.
like, and she had it.
So,
Is it like you said? Is it after his body style?
It's well, and more that it's just the way that I slide and make sure that my knee's all the way up underneath your arm before I go over. It's in there every single time. It was with everybody that I did.
So, and that's a good thing. I
so
know
it's
right now.
Tasha's fault. No,
Right now I'm showing this series when the arm's not in there, but the arm in there is actually a good thing.
Okay, good.
Because you can trap.
Yes.
If you get it trapped in there, you're in trouble. All right, guys, so that's class. Thank you for waiting on me.